All right. Well, welcome to the February installment of Mayor Reads. February is Black History Month, and that's a time when Canadians are invited to celebrate the many achievements and contributions of Black Canadians who've done so much to make Canada the culturally diverse, compassionate, and prosperous nation that it is today. And Edmonton is an uplifting and inclusive city where we welcome all people to come and share their stories of the past and create new stories as well. And speaking of stories, instead of reading a book this month, I've invited a storyteller, Tololwa Mollel, to share one of his stories.
Yes. Thank you very much. I love sharing stories, and my love of sharing stories started while I was living with my grandparents in Tanzania in Africa. They were very good storytellers. They told stories well. Now I share stories, sometimes through books that I write, and sometimes through stories that I perform. This story, Shadow Dance, is one that I've written as a book, and which I've now adapted into what I call a story play performance, something between a play and storytelling, because I used to be an actor in theater too. A script of which I'm happy and really privileged to perform it with Mayor Don Iveson. Now, it's an old African story that I've reshaped into my own. It's about a girl called Salome, not Salami, Salome. Like me, she speaks Swahili, the national language of Tanzania. She likes to dance with a shadow called kivuli in Swahili. After long, heavy rains, Salome was dancing with her shadow. Kivuli,
Pele pepere,
kivuli we,
pele pepere,
oye, oye, pere pepere. Kivuli we,
pele pepere,
kivuli we.
pele pepere.
Yes, Salome was dancing like this when she suddenly heard,
Help!
help,
Help!
help.
Help!
Salome went to look. Behind a bush, a huge crocodile stared back at her from the bottom of a gully. The crocodile spoke sadly to Salome.
My dear girl, kindly pull me out and help me back to my home. Floodwaters from the rains washed me away from the river and I got trapped here. You look like a kind girl.
Salome was a kind girl, clever too. She gathered strong vines, weaved them into a thick rope, pulled out Crocodile and walked him to the river. At the riverbank, Crocodile sighed.
Oh, my dear girl, please be so kind as to help me right into the river.
Crocodile looked so miserable, Salome couldn't say no. She led him right into the river.
And guess what happened next?
More
or less, he tried.
More or less, yeah. Yes, as soon as Salome was right in the river, Crocodile grabbed her, coiling his tail around her in a flash. Salome struggled in vain to get out of Crocodile's iron grip. No, 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 let me go, let me go. Crocodile laughed, a rumbling laugh.
My dear girl, tell me one good reason why a big, hungry crocodile like me should spare a little girl like you.
Salome replied, good reason? I'll give you one, you ungrateful beast, because I saved your life. How is that for a good reason? Salome was kind, yes. She was feisty too. Crocodile shook his head at Salome.
I'll be fair with you, though. If we can find someone who can give me a better reason why I should let you go, then, well, I would happily do so. Come, let's go.
Traveling upstream, they came to an ancient-looking tree. Crocodile addressed the tree.
Can you give me one good reason, O noble ancient tree, why I, a big, hungry crocodile, should let go of this little girl?
The tree replied, I'll give you one good reason why you should not let her go. Salome stared at the ancient tree in dismay.
Why on earth would you say that, you so-called ancient tree?
The tree replied, once years ago, I was kind enough to let some little girls build a tree house on my branches. Then one day, with not a word, they took it apart and went to put it up on another tree. With their games and laughter gone from my branches, I grew lonely and aged and bitter. No, Crocodile, don't let go of that little girl. Salome turned to Crocodile.
That's not fair. I wasn't one of those little girls. Let's go and find someone else to ask.
Salome and Crocodile came to an old cow drinking water at the edge of the river. Crocodile asked the cow the same question. The cow frowned. Why would you want to let go of the girl? Salome glared at the cow.
Why not, you silly cow?
The cow replied, I'll tell you why not. Turning to Crocodile, the cow said, once, when I was young and had milk to give, a little girl on the farm treated me as a queen. She gave me the best hay and super clean water. When I had no more milk to give, she stopped feeding me. Now I have to get my own food and water. No, Crocodile, little girls deserve no pity. Salome protested to Crocodile.
It's not my fault the poor cow is unhappy. We must find someone else to ask.
A little voice spoke.
I'll give you a dozen good reasons why you should let her go.
A pigeon hopped into sight on a nearby bush. Crocodile replied coldly, don't bother, little pigeon. Nothing on earth would make me let her go. Salome regarded Crocodile in disbelief.
But you promised to let me go if...
Crocodile cut short Salome. Never trust a crocodile who has had nothing to eat for days. It was all a game, my dear girl. All a game. The beast's hungry look filled Salome with terror. Her heart sank when the pigeon shrugged, unconcerned about what Crocodile would surely do next.
Suit yourself, Crocodile. Go ahead and have your lunch. What do I care?
A moment later, though, the pigeon quickly addressed Crocodile again.
But first, Crocodile, tell me something. You live in the water. The girl lives on land. How in the world did you meet?
Crocodile loved telling stories. He said, it all began after the flood washed me into the gully. I was lying trapped there when this little girl, Salome, who had been doing some thinking, interrupted Crocodile.
You're lying.
Crocodile said, I'm not lying. I was trapped until you came along.
Yes, you're lying. You just pretended to be trapped so you could catch me.
Crocodile said, I was not pretending and you know it. Salome turned to the pigeon.
I'll show you just what happened, little pigeon.
Salome pointed at Crocodile.
And you'll see for yourself who is lying.
Crocodile turned to the pigeon. No, I'll show you what really happened, little pigeon. Crocodile pointed at Salome. And you'll see for yourself who is lying. Salome exchanged quick glances with the pigeon.
The pigeon
addressed Crocodile.
Sure. Show me what really happened, Crocodile.
They went back to the gully. Crocodile crawled back down into it. When he tried to climb out and failed, he shouted up happily, See, I'm trapped. I am trapped. I told the truth. The pigeon looked down into the gully.
So you did, Crocodile.
Salome had stepped away from the edge of the gully when she heard the cry of someone in deep trouble.
Help!
Help! We can all say that. Help! Help!
So do you think that Salome went back?
Yep. Salome did not so much as look back. With the pigeon on her shoulder, she headed home, skipping and hopping and dancing with her shadow as she sang her joyful song. Kivuli, pere pere, kivuli we, pere pere, oye, pere pere, kivuli we,
Pele pepere.
Kivuliwe,
Pele pepere.
kivuliwe,
Pele pepere.
kivuliwe, pere pepere.
Well, thanks so much, Tolo, for sharing this wonderful story and for letting me participate in telling the story. We can see why you're such an accomplished storyteller. Now, we can find many of your books at the Edmonton Public Library. Some of them are sitting behind us here on the ledge. And to find out about some more prominent Black Canadians, you can do a search on the Edmonton Public Library website. To celebrate Black History Month, EPL has created a list of books for preschoolers up to adults, and you can find it on their website at epl.ca/staffpicks.